Hello my friends, my name is Ellen. Welcome back to my Southern Kitchen and the final episode of Ellen's Juneteenth Series 2026. Thank you my friends for joining me in year 3 of my Juneteenth series. Hope y'all enjoyed the recipes. Again, thank you my friends. Well, to end my Juneteenth series, I've got a great recipe to share with y'all. I'm taking y'all back to my childhood in my grandmother's kitchen. She used to make these every other Sunday when we come back from church. It's an old-fashioned Southern classic. And I've done this recipe 3 years ago, but I decided to give it an update. We're going to make tea cakes. And my friends, these are so simple and easy to make. And as always, it is the bomb.com delicious. Everybody's going to love and enjoy these. Perfect for Juneteenth or any time of the year. And I'll post a complete recipe along with the instructions down in the description box below. And for more Juneteenth recipes, check out my Juneteenth recipes playlist and my previous video, Homemade French Toast. I'll post the link to both of those down in the description box below. So grab your baking pan, your flour, and get your buttercreaming sugar because we're about to bake some tea cakes magic in my Southern kitchen. Here we go! Alright my friends, the first step we're going to do is prep our dry ingredients. We need 3 cups of self-rising flour. So we're going to use my 1 cup measurement and fluff it up. I'm using White Lily, my favorite flour. Using my butter knife, we're going to level it off like so. And voila, perfect cup. We're going to pour it into my large bowl and sifter. Just repeat the process. That's 2 cups. And 3. So that's our 3 cups of self-rising flour. Into our self-rising flour, we're going to add in 1/4 teaspoon of freshly grated nutmeg and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Going to sift these together, or you can whisk them if you like. Okie dokie, my friends, dry ingredients are done. Now we're going to set them aside while we work on our wet ingredients. In my stand mixer with a paddle attachment, or you can use a large bowl with an electric hand mixer, we're going to add in 1 cup, which is 2 sticks or 16 tablespoons of unsalted butter that I let come to room temperature so it's nice and soft. Into our butter, we're going to add in 1 3/4 cup of white sugar, that's 1 cup. For the 3/4 cup, that's 1/2 cup. And the 1/4 cup. Going to cream these together on medium speed until they're fluffy. Scrape down the bowl and the paddle attachment occasionally. Alright my friends, into our butter and sugar, we're going to add in 2 extra large eggs at room temperature. Going to add them in 1 at a time, beating after each egg. Alright, next we're going to add in our extracts. 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla, which is a cupful. 1/2 teaspoon of pure lemon. And 1/2 teaspoon of pure almond. Mix those in until they're well incorporated. Alright my friends, now we're going to add in the flour mixture a little at a time. And mix. Alright, last of the flour. And keep on mixing. Be careful not to overmix. Alright my friends, this is what the dough looks like. Nice and thick. That looks great. So now we are ready to knead it. I'm going to dust some flour onto my work surface, and I'm using the same flour I use, self-rising flour. Plop my dough down. Going to dust some flour on it and knead it a few times. Oh, this brings back so many memories. Makes me want to cry. And if the dough is too sticky, you can always add more flour. Alright, as soon as I get through kneading my dough, I'll bring you back. Alright, my friends, I am through kneading my dough, so now we're going to cover it with plastic wrap. We are going to pop the dough in the refrigerator for 2 hours until it's firm. This is very important, so please don't skip this step. Alright, I'll see you in 2 hours. Alright, my friends, it's been 2 hours, so now we are going to dust some flour onto my work surface. See how firm our dough is? Nice and stiff. Excellent. Going to dust some flour onto my dough and knead it a few times. Oh, this is so soft and squishy, like a pillow. And I can smell that fresh nutmeg and the extracts. Alright, as soon as I get through kneading my dough, I'll bring you back. Alright, my friends, I am through kneading my dough, so now I'm going to use my rolling pin, dust it with flour, and roll it to about 1/4 of an inch thickness. Okie dokie, now we are ready to cut them into tea cakes. I have a bowl of flour. We're going to dust my glass, or you can use a cookie cutter so that way they won't stick. And just push it down, but don't twist it. Just like that, a perfect tea cake. Alright, as soon as I get through with the rest of my tea cakes, I'll bring you back. Alright, my friends, I've got all my tea cakes together. And this recipe makes about 2 dozen, depending on the size of the tea cakes you like. Off camera, I place them on a 9x13 inch baking pan. I have 8 on that one. And then on the left, I have 6, which is an 8x8 inch baking pan. And I line them both with parchment paper. The oven's nice and hot, my beautiful beauties. Time to go into the oven. Oven's preheated to 325 degrees. Going to let them bake for about 15 minutes. Your house is going to smell amazing. And I'll bring you back. My friends, look at here at these beautiful tea cakes. It smells heavenly. Smells like my grandmother's kitchen. I just taken them out of the oven. See how light golden brown they are around the edges? That's exactly what we want. You don't want them too brown. Alrighty, our tea cakes are ready to serve. But first, we're going to let them rest for 5 minutes and then I'll plate them up and give it a taste. Alright, my friends, there you have it. Old-fashioned Southern tea cakes. Don't that look good? Now it's time for the best part, the tasting. Here we go. Look at this gorgeous tea cake. Nice golden brown on the bottom. Please have a bite. Lord have mercy. Tastes like my grandmother's. Soft, chewy, buttery. There's nothing like family recipes, especially grandmother's. The best. These tea cakes are phenomenal, my friends. Please give this recipe a try. This deserves another bite. Yum-o. Southern tea cakes, licious. My friends, many thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video recipe, please give it a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And for more Southern magic in my kitchen, hit that subscribe button and click on the bell so that way you'll be notified when my new videos come out. Also, follow me on social media, Facebook, Ellen's Homemade Delights, and Instagram at Ellen Delights. And please send me an email, ellenshomemadedelights@gmail.com. I would love to see your beautiful creations with my recipes. And I'll see you next time. Let's eat. Much love and happy Juneteenth.